Hi everyone, I'm going to make an journal page. This one is, I've got this postcard for quite some time and I wanted to give it a home on my art journal. So everything I'm going to do is so I can incorporate this image into my page. And I'm going to start by painting this page. I'm working on mixed media paper, and I'm going to start by just putting black around my page, and I'm not going to do the whole page because I'm already planning on putting more pieces that will cover and make a background to my postcard. So I'm just doing the edges. I'm going in just to make sure that I won't see white. I'm planning on putting a music sheet in the mostly in the center. We'll see how it goes, but so that's why I'm not putting down a black paint here. And a little bit more here. Okay, so I'm moving this aside. It needs to dry, and I'm going to work on my music sheet, which is this. And I'm going to take this is the quart burnt umber. I'm going to darken it. I want it to look stained, maybe a little bit I don't know, old. Now I know that you can coffee dye. I don't do it. I can't stand the smell. You can also do with the tea, but you need it to be so concentrated that I just feel that it's not my thing. It just I prefer to dilute acrylic paint and work with it than coffee or tea. The tea dye is good for small pieces, so if you still want to do it, go for it. You can also use watercolors. Right now I'm using this acrylic paint, and what I'm doing, I'm not going to put it on my page with a paintbrush because I don't want any paintbrush marks. And I'm also spraying a little bit of water on my page. And now just take something that will not absorb this watery paint, like a piece of nylon, plastic, whatever, just so you can pick it and put on your page without getting any brush marks. Of course, if you want brush marks, go for it. I just don't want to. And now I'm also spraying it a little bit more. I can also move it and let it drip. If you don't like what you have, just take a paper towel and absorb where you don't like it. Just work on it until you reach the result that you want. Flipped it over, all this mess I'm making here. I don't care. So I like what I have here. So again, moving this aside, it needs to dry. Let's wipe the surface here. Okay, so too much stuff on my table. So I'm moving on to my postcard, and I want to take out the angel image and still have the background. So I'm going to try and go in with an X-Acto knife and maybe nail scissors. The X-Acto knife, so I can go in without damaging the background. And didn't go to the other side yet, so still need to. And I have an in, so I'm going to try and continue with the nail scissors. Not going as I want, because, and I'm still gonna try, I want to try and pick the image and move it to the side. I want it off frame. I want to use the frame, but I want it out of frame when it's going to be on my page. So this will take me some time. So I'm going to keep on it with the X-Acto knife and the scissors, and when all the pieces are dry and this is cut, I will come back. I'm back. So I managed to take this image out of the postcard, and now it has this white ugly edges, so I'm just going to go over them with a black marker. You can do this, you can take a makeup sponge with ink and do the same. I think in this case it's enough with just the permanent marker, and it's easier to get in tight places. So I'm going to do this all around the edges, and also here, because I'm going to use this piece, and again here I've got the white edges, so I'm going to go over them. Now my background, I wanted to coordinate with this piece, and I've got here a gold and a bronze, and I want to mix a little bit of the both of them and splatter my background, because basically I don't like this color and I don't like this color, so I'm hoping by mixing the two I'll get a richer hue to work with. And I'm just putting a little bit here and adding from the bronze, mixing it, and I'm going to add water and use a paintbrush to make the splatter. And where is my fan brush? Here we go. A little bit of water, mixing it, and it needs more water. Still don't like it, but I'm going to splatter it, and we'll see when it's dry. Maybe I'll add something more, but for right now that's what I'm going to use. Okay, again, moving it aside, it needs to dry, and this needs to be wiped here. So moving on. I need to check on my music sheet because I still want to work on it. Haven't finished with it, and it's still wet, but I want to add to it. I've got some glittery watercolor, and I want to add here to my page. And I'm going to use this, I don't know if it's bronze, but just so I will have a little bit of interest, and I'm trying to put it on my page without leaving brush marks. And I'll probably spray it, so again, no brush marks, like so. Gonna take some time to dry with all this water, but what can you do? And I'm thinking now I'll also add a little bit from the gold for the fun of it, to have more light. Okay. So again, this needs to dry, and I'll come back. I'm back. So here is my page, and here is this background, and I want some torn edges, so I'm going to start ripping my music sheet. See, something like that. Too much. I'll manage. I don't know. Let's see. Okay, so now I'm going to ink around the edges. I wanted to again look old and maybe singed. I don't know how to call it. And I'm starting with the I'm going to ink with Distress Ink Walnut Stain, and I'm going in very generously in, like so. And after I put this walnut stain, I'm going in with black. And the black is more for the edges. I don't know how much you can see on a camera, but it gives some kind of variations. The black is like the singed edges, and the brown is on the inside. So that's what I'm going to do, but I'm thinking maybe I'll do another page, another music sheet, so it will cover, and I'll use this one for another project. So I'll be back. I'm back, and as you can see, I made another music sheet with the same stages that I've showed you before, but now I was more careful when I tore it, and I'm going to just glue this down to my page. Okay. Just gonna take plastic cord. Here we go. So here is the frame for the angel, and don't know why, but I wanted off. I don't want it centered, and let's see, something like that. And I want I don't like this straight edges. I want to do something about it, and I'm thinking, what can I use to go over the edges? And well, I'm going to look in my stash for things to put here, and I'll be back. I'm back. So I went through my stashes and remembered I had this tacky and I don't know, ugly 12 by 12 scrapbook paper, and I'm going to start punching hearts out of it, and I'm going to frame this piece, and this is going to take me some time, but hey, it's worth it. And at least I will get to use this thing that I can't imagine anything else to do with this stuff. So it's just punching a lot of hearts, and I will start gluing them and just to disguise this straight edges. So it's going to take some time. I'll be back. I'm back. So finished gluing all these hearts. It took me some time, and I've glued down this little angel, and now I've cut from this hideous paper flower and some leaf. It seems like in small dosage it's not so bad, so I'm just gluing it here to my page. Let's see, again a little bit out of frame. It seems like it's the theme of this page, out of frame. Here we go. And I've got this stamp that I'm just going to stamp here. Yeah. And of course, if I'm I'm just going to go over what didn't stamp so well with a permanent marker. And this is it. That's my page. I really like it, and that's it. So here is the finished page. I hope you liked it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for leaving me comments below, and I'll be seeing you in my next video. Bye for now.